Hello and welcome to Unedited, brought to you by OurCEONetwork. Good people, better business, discovering the best of you.
Every Thursday, we get personal, talk to innovators, and explore what it is to be an entrepreneur. We'll be taking questions live. Type in those questions and comments during the broadcast, and be sure to hit the heart emoji because we love the loves.
Yes, we do. And so I'm a little behind today. And
no, never.
Just a little bit. So go ahead and click that like button here on Facebook, smash that subscribe button here on YouTube, and follow us at OurCEONetwork, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Also head over to OurCEONetwork.com for more information about marketing your business and sponsorships during these broadcasts. Hello.
Hello.
Miss Rockness. Hi.
How are you?
A little disheveled today, actually.
It's because I showed up.
A little bit, maybe. I mean, we're kind of getting through things a little bit, and I can tell that there's a double echo on my side.
There is. Me and Robert are actually sitting in the same room.
And
ironically, so hi.
Hello. So we're working out the kinks regarding this stuff, and sometimes it's these situations where we extend ourselves and we need probably little help. Right now we need some help with audio, video, but sometimes, with all this technical stuff, sometimes you need help with like websites and that sort of thing. Do you know who to call when that happens?
Probably not Ghostbusters. I feel like they're only good at one thing.
And which is what?
Ghosts.
How do you know? Maybe they're
Ghostbusters.
Maybe they're good at other things.
Maybe. Probably not website design. It's probably not what they're good at.
So that was kind of like a interesting segue to our this week's guest. So at no further ado, let me get rid of this. He started programming as a freshman in high school and started his own business as a sophomore in high school. He does custom website and application development. Please welcome Mr. Steven Peralta.
Hello, hello.
Gotta calm that audience down. All right, guys. All right, come on. It's Steven. It's just Steven. Mr. Peralta. Are you still there?
Hello, hello. How are you, Robert?
Oh, pretty good. So welcome to the show today. We're here live on Facebook making fools of ourselves. How can you help us? We're extending and we need help with our issues.
Oh, I'm so many different ways. I mean, every business is one that has to have some kind of internet face. So I do, and I provide that. Any form of graphic design, website development, more specifically web design. So every business needs a website. They got to be out there and available for people to find them. And that's really where I come in and I can help fulfill.
So you've been doing this since high school?
Yeah. I actually got into it by mistake. I was never intending to do this at all. So it's kind of funny how I love it now.
Yeah, some of us are drinking in high school, Steven. You're starting a business and a career.
Yeah. I mean, they'll probably drive you to do that too. But no, I haven't indulged yet. But no, it's been fun.
So tell us a little bit about the website game. I mean, you've been in business since May, correct?
Yes, yeah. So it's interesting. It's one that I like and I hate it for certain reasons. For the same reason. It's just like I like it because things are so constantly changing. Rules are always changing. How does Google find like your business? How does it find my business? And how do you innovate with it? At the same time, like if you don't innovate, then you're gone. So it's like, what are the trends? How do I hop on it? How do I learn more? And how do I like help myself and other businesses around? That's the tricky part, but like the fun part about it, it's new every day.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as far as like creating a website, uh, is that kind of like a thing still? I mean, a lot of social media kind of replaces that. I mean, like a Facebook business page. Are websites still relevant, at least from your perspective, and kind of what you do?
I think they are relevant, and I think every year they become more and more relevant. I always tell people, back then, you weren't established unless you had a business card. And that was like, okay, this person is serious. They have some form of material. Now it's evolved. Now you need a business card, you need a website, and you need other forms to make you look legitimate. So I'd say, yeah, social media has definitely added on to something that businesses need to have, but websites aren't going away. And neither is the potential that you can do with it. So innovating your business, not just the face of it, but how efficient it can be using it.
Have you ever helped out loan officers before?
I haven't helped out loan officers, but I've definitely helped out a variety of different businesses. In fact, the one that you're in right now.
So Kelsey is a loan officer, if you know that.
Oh,
I am.
Oh, there we go. So you were saying you needed a website? Is that what I was hearing?
Oh, of course.
No.
I think Kelsey has like a redirect link to a platform.
I do. I actually bought a domain name that I thought was cute, mortgageloanqueen.com, and it redirects to my Suburban Mortgage website. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then is it like when you made it on your own, or is it kind of like a part of a bigger site and you have your own page on there?
So Suburban Mortgage, usually most lenders actually have their own page that the company makes, and it's like an auto page, and it has your bio, and you put what you want. But I just did the domain name, so it's nothing fancy.
Oh, there you go. It's a good start. I always tell people, like, you don't have to go all out. Like some people, when they say, oh, I need a website, it could be like a one pager, right? And that's exactly what they need. Other people, it could be like tons and pages or all this functionality that helps with them. But I mean, it varies. It's like buying a car. You can go a simple base model, or you can go like Tesla, Cadillac, whatever you need for your daily.
Everyone always brings up cars, I feel like, on the show, and I'm like, that's my thing.
She's a car queen.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Like vehicles.
What do you drive, Steve? What kind of car do you drive?
I just got one. I got a 19 Jetta, and I am in love with it.
I have a Jetta too.
Yeah, you would never believe what Kelsey drives.
I have a GLI. It's a fast one.
How big is your GLI, Steve?
How
many liters you got?
I have no idea. I know very little about cars. I just use illustrations for websites. It's terrible. No, it's light gray. It has a little sport mode.
That's about cute.
It's got leather seats, heated seats. So that's about all I know about it.
Is it leather or is it leatherette?
It feels like leather, but
it's leatherette.
Is pleather still a thing?
I don't think pleather is a thing. It's called leatherette because it's like a synthetic
Sounds
leather.
Fancy. Okay. I don't know. It feels nice. Just click on that heat warmer.
Ooh. I have those. Ooh, mine's a 14 though.
Ooh, I just got mine.
Robert wants to say something. I feel like he's like I'm out of the car conversation.
I'm just watching you. It's just amazing to have you here. We should do the solo. So as we come to our first commercial break, we're running a little bit late. So if you guys are chiming in, go ahead and leave any kind of comments or stuff below. We're here with Mr. Stephen Peralta of Onload Development. I keep saying upload. That's not it. Onload. Is that right, Steve?
Yeah.
Onload Development. So go ahead and hang in there, guys. We'll be back with the CEO and owner of Onload Development. And here we go.
strong bodies, open minds, kind hearts, for a world with better priorities. LolitaWellness.com.
Well, folks, that was Lolly Pena from LolitaWellness.com.
New one. I liked it.
Absolutely. So we're here talking about websites and Jettas. If you're a Volkswagen fan, if you're one of those car type people.
Actually, someone was like, "Hey, is that your Volkswagen in the parking lot one time?" And he's like, "Look," and he has like a Volkswagen tattoo, and I'm like, "Oh." Nobody heard anything I said.
I did.
I heard a little bit. I heard
A little bit through Robert's mic. Anyway, someone was like, "Is that your Volkswagen?" And they have like a Volkswagen tattoo. That's like the commitment that I'm not into. It's too much.
Is that a Volkswagen in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
But on a different note, you got to keep the comments coming, the heart emojis, because we love the loves. I didn't forget this time, Robert.
That makes me so happy. So we're back here with CEO and founder of Onload Development, Mr. Stephen Peralta. So hello, Steve.
Hello.
You're back here. So I guess one of the questions I had, what I wanted to reserve for the second segment was, is SEO still a thing? I mean, with so many other companies out there capitalizing the internet ether. Is SEO still a possibility for somebody like me or somebody like Kelsey?
Oh yeah, it's definitely. I mean, and it really comes down to what you're trying to search for. Now, if it was me and I wanted my company, Onload Development, to be number one for a website or web hosting or any sort of those things, that would be such a challenging task. Nothing's impossible, but it would be really hard and it would take a lot of capital to reach something so high. But a way that yourself or your partner Kelsey could like rank is maybe for local keywords or any form. So there's definitely ways, there's tactics. There's not no hope by any means. Plenty of people are able to still rank high in marketing. So it's not dead, it's not going away. It might be a little harder depending on the company or type that you're in, but yeah, it's still possible. And I always recommend it for businesses. Even just a little bit a month goes a long way.
Yeah. And I think trying to stay relevant again on the internet is still a bit of a challenge. And I guess I'm always looking for different ways to expand that or to satisfy that. And again, is there any kind of tricks or tips that people can learn from you, or things that you've learned in order to kind of branch out further than some of these other companies? Like it's hard for me to compete against like Sotheby's or Zillow or some of the other companies in real estate, because they just pay for the broadband space, I guess, and somebody like me is always trying to get on top of that. And it's difficult when you see these ads for these bigger companies. But again, is there different things that people can do just on their own? I mean, obviously without your help, because people need your help. Yeah. Is there things that they can kind of do to kind of, until they can afford your services or acquire, is there things that they can do to kind of bolster that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you have a website, depending on which platform you have, most people have WordPress, which is a fantastic platform. It comes with a blog. So I always recommend whatever you're into, just write about it. If you ever encountered a problem, I know me, every time I encounter like a programming problem, what do? I Google it, the question. And what does that mean? It means people who have put information out there that's helpful to myself is able to be found. Well, how is that helpful? It's helpful because if I'm on their site, okay, they answered this question. What else can they possibly provide? Or what else do they do? Obviously, they have some authority and know what they're talking about in this aspect. So for yourself, any form or any question that someone may have about real estate, maybe include it in your website. Just giving people free little bites and tips and tricks yourself, like goes a long way. And that's free. All that takes is time and yourself and your expertise. So by doing that, you're helping other people. And that just comes full circle. And everything I just said was absolutely free. So just providing information and helping people out does help you rank higher. More authority equals higher rankings. So
I've been recently putting in more blog posts in my website, and I'll show you something, and not to promote me, but to kind of show you a little bit of something that I did recently, and I didn't think about it, but Violet got on my case, and she's like, "You got to add, keywords to your to your website," and I'm like, I don't even know if that does anything. So I'll show you real quick. This is what I did. This is kind of screwy. Or I don't know if this helps, right? So I went to my website. This is mine. Hello. And then I went to, I think the About Me section. And so I threw in a bunch of that's obviously my story. I threw a bunch of videos in there, stuff that, done in the past along with Kelsey. Look, there's Kelsey. Hi. But at the bottom of this section, I put all these keywords that I thought would best kind of boost that SEO traffic. And I don't know if it does anything. If anything, it made me feel better. Is that a suggestion that you can kind of put for people if they're trying to, rank a little bit higher on this traffic search?
Yeah, so I'll be 100%. I'm not an SEO expert.
Yeah.
But from what I've read and what I do on the daily basis, keywords are helpful because that's what Google uses to find out what the heck your site is about. Like you wouldn't want Google thinking your site is about cooking because it has nothing to do with that. So keywords help narrow down exactly what you do, and it provides the best information to somebody else. So yes, but there's also a problem with it. You can abuse that, and then that's just as bad as not doing it at all. So you got to definitely find that middle ground. Really what Google tries to do is filter out people who, one, don't know what they're talking about, and two, aren't providing the content someone's looking for. So it comes down to being honest, essentially just writing exactly what you're putting your information about, whatever you're trying to get out there. So keywords are helpful, yes, but in a proper balance and done the correct way, do awesome things for you.
Yeah. And so I guess, do you get those questions a lot? Cause I guess since you put together websites, just people have all these, a lot of the questions I had were SEO driven is and that's probably not exactly what you do, And so talk about the business a little bit and what you can help people with, especially somebody either in my situation or Kelsey's situation. She wants more leads. I want more leads. We all want more business. How can you help?
Yeah,
Steve, we need your help.
Yeah. So, I mean, what a lot of people don't realize when I say I'm a website developer or designer, it's oh yeah, you can make a pretty page, which is true. I can make any company pull together all their assets and make it look really nice to anybody who logs on. But a key aspect to a website is what I want to say, maybe an e-commerce store. There's so much functionality in the back end, or maybe you want lead generation. Well, how does someone set up that system for you to get a lead, follow up with it, and make a sale, so to speak? So I am more than capable of completing that whole process, figuring out what exactly you need and implementing it, as well as making their entire site look nice and represent your company well.
So creating that lead funnel, so it funnels back to you to either a site or maybe a phone number, I guess, or an email, that's how I want to pick it up.
Yeah. That, and then, I mean, I've worked with a company called Co-Motive who does coaching on demand. And so that was something completely different. Yeah, they needed a design done really well, but they also needed a way to have their coaches speak to their clients. So that was all kinds of functionality that went into that. That was a core part of their business. So anything is really possible when you come to development.
Yeah, and Kelsey's signaling to me
that my light was falling. No. I was trying to change the color so I didn't look so pale. It didn't work. You guys look so tan compared to me.
I have my
you should
filter
see me
on.
in person.
I feel like I'm tan in person.
That's the Hispanic side. For Steve, not for you.
No, Robert will see me. Anytime I walk into the office, that white light just makes me look like a vampire. It's terrible.
It's what I feel like right now. I don't know. Robert's a close second.
I think I'm very tan, and you're more of a. I'm more of a tungsten. You're more of a daylight.
What? Him or me?
But we are at the half-hour mark, and we do have one commercial, and we'll get back to everybody. We're here with Stephen Peralta of Onloaded Development. So if you guys want to hang on, we got one more commercial break to get through, and we will be getting back to you in just a minute. I still want to hear about these Jettas things, but anyway, we're still working the kinks out. All right, we'll be back in just a minute, guys.
This light.
There it goes.
We are a community.
We are a community.
We are a community.
A community of entrepreneurs and owners.
A community of entrepreneurs and owners.
A community of entrepreneurs and owners.
We face many challenges,
But we lead with our hearts.
And we push forward.
Push forward.
We push forward.
To overcome any obstacle.
And we have found a place
That we can share ideas. To support one another.
And help each other.
When it matters most.
Come join us.
Join us.
Come join us because
This is our
This is our CEO network.
I can't do it. I can't smile at the end.
That was our CEO Network, our business model. What we do here, we promote small businesses and entrepreneurs. So thanks for hanging in there. Kelsey, it's back to you.
Well, keep giving us the loves, and we love comments. Anything that shows that you're listening, watching, paying attention, all the things.
You know, Gabby says you look good. That's right there. Look at it. Gabby. Ha ha ha. You look great, Kelsey.
Oh, thanks. I put on makeup on the drive here. It was great.
So this is the question and answer section of the show. If you guys have any questions out there, go ahead and put them in the comment section, and we'll get back to them as we go along. We're here with Mr. Stephen Peralta of Onloaded Development. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, hello.
How's it going?
Good. I'm excited. long week so far, but happy, good, productive.
It's the end of the week, so it's perfect.
Oh yes. Although I do work weekends, so it's a
Me
mix.
too.
It's a mix.
Me too.
So we're here talking about web development and websites. Is there something that you want to share that is unique to either yourself or your product?
So I definitely think that when it comes to like working with different developers, there has always been like the stigma that sometimes people are hard to work with who do programming, which I mean can be true in certain aspects, but I think that's a big part of what makes Onload development super unique. Because if you're working with myself or with my other developer or with my other couple of designers, we are more than willing to communicate with you directly. So that's a big thing. You're not talking to salespeople. You're talking to the people who are working directly with you and with your product. So that's something I really take a lot of pride in, is because I like to work with people and build relationships more than anything. And I think that's definitely unique to the typical agency model where you have the mystery man and you just speak through one person. No, you talk to us exactly who is making and solving your problem.
And is there any like myths or anything that you want to kind of dispel? I think one of the things, the misnomers I have is that you build websites and automatically know everything about SEO traffic. And I'm like, hey, I need more leads. You could get me more leads. I know you can. And you got a trick up your sleeve. Is there any kind of misnomers or anything that people should know about kind of web development versus like web traffic? Because that's, I think that's more of the interest.
No, exactly. So like just saying you're a developer or designer or so to speak doesn't mean you know SEO. SEO it's a monster ultimately. It's all marketing. So I can't promise you anything besides the product that I can bring forth to you. Now I can back it with all kinds of statistics, but I'm not going to 100% say yes. In 1 week, millions of people are going to view your site. That's unrealistic. And if anyone who tells you that, it's not necessarily true. But there are so many things that you can do as far as SEO and different marketing strategies that can get you those results.
Yeah.
So results are attainable, but no, I'm not going to say yes, you're going to get this by this point and that, because that's not 100% true all the time.
And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but is there a site or something, an example that we can show people of exactly what you do and kind of what you've worked on before?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, let's pull one up. Give me one, senor.
So one that I developed personally was it's called MatterLab. So there was a designer, but our company actually developed it. MatterLab.org.
How do you spell that? Matter?
Matter, MatterLab.org.
Oh, Matter Lab. Ah, oh shit.
They
looks
help
nice.
nonprofits.
Hold on, let me see. Boom, right there. So this is a design you did, correct?
No, not a design I did, but a
Oh.
site that we developed. So we can come in and we can also redesign. This is just one that came to my mind at the very first. But they're a nonprofit that helps out other small businesses. So I thought it'd be super applicable to what you guys do, helping out and reaching out to other people.
Yeah, I mean, this looks really unique. Is there anything that kind of stands out regarding like this site, or is there another website we can kind of point to that that you can kind of articulate to people exactly, the parameters in which you work in?
Sure. As far as like parameters, you mean like reasons why something was done a certain way, or
Yeah. Anything, any kind of insight we can get.
okay. Yeah, let me see. Actually go to workuity.com.
Oh, WorkUity.
So this was one I actually designed and developed for them. That's the office that you're in and that I work out of, co-working space. So things were done for a very specific way. And if you see, like the very first thing that they can see is one, the amenities or other things that are provided at the place. So why do people want to go there? It's the first thing. But also a big part of it is the call to action. You see, you got a form right there, right in front of you, ready for you to sign. So
Fill
they
out like
always
a full name, email, phone number.
And that's where that whole pipeline system I was talking about earlier comes in. Because, yeah, a contact form is nice, but if that's the only thing going to your email, sometimes it might get lost in the shuffle. There's all these little kinks that, at first they may work, but when you start getting heavier traffic, even just dozens of people, then you never want a single lead lost in the shuffle. So also getting leads. The site was built with the intention to get as many leads as possible, like most sites. So having that call to action on every section, as many as possible, and providing all that information up front was super essential.
No, that looks awesome. And so, for in purposes of RCO Network, we have a membership generation, and maybe we can talk offline regarding that. But a lot of what we try to do is cultivate, and procure members to sign up, and then they pay for our services too, which includes video and some of the social media aspect that from Desodia. Gabby's out there. Hello, Gabby. And then we also have Alex. Alex is saying Kelsey looks bougie with her wine.
I didn't realize that you could see all three screens at the same time. And I was like, oh, no one can see me right this moment. It's fine.
She's taking liberties.
My bad.
And the awesome part, so as we kind of wrap up, we're in the last couple minutes of our show today. Is there anything about you or any philosophy that you have regarding your business and what you can share with some of these guys that are just starting or wanting to get into an entrepreneurship? Because it's an awesome feat to have, to be, what are you, a freshman in high school? So that's 15, 16 years old, and have this ambition to want to start, to the point is now where you're here in the office and you're killing it from what I'm seeing. Is there any advice or anything that you can give to these guys watching right now?
Definitely. I was fortunate enough to go to a high school that promoted a lot of entrepreneurial mindsets. But one thing that did help was mentors, just people who, even if they don't know what you're doing programming wise, that are more than willing to help you and walk you through different scenarios. There were so many blind spots that I had. I didn't even know how to actually establish a business, but thankfully I had so many friends and people who were willing to step up and just show me the basic routes and walk me through or talk me through. The little things meant the world to me. But I also realized that nothing came, and I hated when people said back then, you have to work hard, you have to work hard. But it's so true. I spent so many weekends researching and learning how to code, not just because I wanted to make $1, but because I was so interested in it. And the fact that I was willing to do it for days where I didn't even have to, or not for an assignment, not for school, just because I had a genuine interest in it, paid off dividends in the end. I'm fortunate I didn't have to go to college to do what I really love to do. So I'm not saying that that's the route to go or route not to go. I'm just saying that the fact that I was able to work really hard throughout high school led me to this point. And no doubt friends, teachers, and family really helped me.
Yeah, I think definitely being challenged out there really either makes you or breaks you. And, coming to that point and making that decision and moving forward to even being here, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. So I want to, give you some accolades regarding that. Kelsey wants to grab one glass of wine, but she didn't want to be too. Oh, yeah, she did. Oh, there she
I keep
is.
muting my mic so it doesn't echo since we're literally across from each other. But I feel like it's a weird day because normally my light doesn't fall 50 times in a thing. But also I didn't realize, I was trying to be quiet because it was hard to talk with all the mics going. I think I got the light to stay. So, but yeah, no, I mean.
So we're here.
Yeah, I didn't even hear you in that. It didn't come through the headphones. I just heard you because I heard you.
We're working out the kinks, and with Steven's help, we can work out.
Steven, you need to come help us. We're doing bad in here.
We're getting through the kinks, but we're at the end of our show, and we had to do a couple little things. So
it's a very kinky show.
It's a very kinky show. Kelsey's being absurd a little bit.
This is me normally. Like you can't see me normally the whole time.
So with that said, if you want to market your business here with us at RCO Network, we create your marketing videos. We offer you social media management support and highlight you at events such as today's call. Instant message us here at Facebook at OurCEONetwork.com for details about becoming a sponsor and marketing opportunities as they come around. So I want to thank everybody. Mr. Peralta, do you have any last words of success or anything you want to share before we head out to the wild blue or brown, black darkness of night? It's almost night. It's almost 6:30, right?
Yeah. Never neglect website development or design. And if you're going to get a car, get a Jetta, Volkswagen. It's superior.
Here we go.
They are. I mean, I like my Chevy too, though.
She's got a pickup. She's got a pickup truck.
It's in the shop right now, getting painted.
Oh, okay. So, that's a good thing.
So as we head off, I am going to post this a little bit. Mr. Steve Peralta, founder and CEO of Onload Development. Your mobile is there. Contact Steven at onloaddevelopment.com or onloaddevelopment.com. Go to your website, check what Steven got going on. So we are here. We're at the end. Any last words of advice, sir?
Oh, kill it. Learn websites and keep coding.
That works for me. Kelsey?
Nothing here. See you guys next week at 5 o'clock.
We'll be back here to next Thursday at 5 p.m. We also have our Friday show. Finance Frank will be here at noon on Friday. So
I'm not invited to that one.
Oh, you're not Finance Frank. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at noon on the lunch hour, and then we'll see you back here on Unedited at 5 p.m. on the Thursday. See you guys soon.
Bye.